Hi friends, this is my ambulance and it weighs about 14,000 pounds. And when I put it in reverse, I can't see a damn thing. Every time I park it in my shop, I've got to do the old run back there and see how much room I have before I drive it through this wall. Today we're fixing that with things that are cheaper than a wall. 2 backup cameras, a stereo, a new dash cam, and let's get rid of these ugly mirrors. After that, we'll do real-world testing in mountain towns, curvy roads, and questionable inclines. Let's get into it. The first thing we're going to install is this V-Rovi dash cam that I picked up on Amazon. It comes with a backup camera and side cameras. Installation was simple. You just duct tape these wires everywhere. Nah, I'm kidding. But this step did help me figure out if the wires would reach. This turned into one of those just pull this panel situation that ends with the entire interior on the floor. And drilling a hole for a pass-through into the box. All the wires are in, cameras are up. Time to see if this actually works or blows up. With the dash cam done, the stereo was next. Alright. But it fought back. I should have been able to remove it with 4 nails, but bent tabs meant it needed surgical assistance. After the stereo was installed, then I moved on to installing the new mirrors. Almost done, except by now the entire cab was basically in pieces. And just like that, the cab is whole again. Miracles happen, sometimes with zip ties. With the cab back together, I headed up to the mountains to see how all the upgrades hold up under curves, dirt, and maybe regret. Alright, I have pulled over. Was because this is a really good test spot to test out the new gear. One, I'm kind of pulled over around a corner in this canyon. So on my right side, I don't get too much of a view of what's coming up behind me. On the left side, I do on the mirrors. But the new backup camera definitely helps me see what's going on back there, so I can figure out if I can flip this around in this spot. Let's give it a try. So I'm not seeing anybody come up behind me. I don't think I can just flip all the way around entirely. So let's get kind of out here. This is a good example of why I wanted 2 cameras. So behind me is a berm and I can barely see where I'm at with that camera. But with this camera, it gives me much more of an idea. I can also see if there's any cyclists coming up, which I can't. Maybe it can. Nah, it's really kind of hard to see in the mirror. But at least with this camera here, it gives me a really clear view, so I can see. Here's 2 cars pulling up. But let's see if we can back this thing up and figure out where we're gonna hit the berm. It's getting pretty close right there, and I've got enough room to pull out now. That's definitely the kind of situation that would have been tough with the old mirrors and the rear view. Yeah, this is super nice because I can see if anybody's flying up behind me. When we come around this corner, there's a large berm off to the left that I've been dying to see if the ambulance can get over. I think it's legal. There's tracks on it, and there's no signs that say you can't drive an ambulance over it. It's about right here that I realized this thing gets narrower at the top. I had to jump out and walk it. The ambulance is about 8 feet wide, and at its narrowest point, this was about 5 feet. Looks like we've got a curious person behind us. Let's talk about where I've got these cameras. So I've got the one that goes to the stereo is right here, and the one that goes to the dash cam is up there. So I've got one looking down, one looking farther out, and then on each side I've got these side cameras there mounted. This one was actually pretty easy to run wire-wise. From the back coming in, it's super accessible. If we come around to the other side, this one was a lot harder. I haven't actually finished up all the wiring, but I had to fish that through. I swear for like a second, I thought the ambulance was trapped. I couldn't get the key to turn. The ruts pressed the front wheels just enough to trigger some ancient anti-theft system. Classic 1999 engineering. Alright, let's head home. Back to the shop for the final test. Let's see how much easier it is to park this thing without demolishing a wall. Spoiler, it's way easier. Honestly, I'm really happy with all these upgrades. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see the rest of this build. See you next time.